this conversation around jobs when they get out. I thought it was so interesting in your book because I've not actually seen that too much in finance books. Lacey Philippich talked about the importance of your job, and she talked about even part-time jobs. You said, your early career decisions are important. Can you just unpack that? Just because I don't hear that too much, Glenn, because I think maybe parents are so aware of trying to support kids' needs, letting them be who they are, not stressing them out. Why is that an important conversation?
Well, I think it's that important that, we wrote a whole book on just career, and, that book sort your career out and make more money, because I fundamentally believe your income and your career is the best asset you'll ever have. In the money world, it's literally your career is an annuity. What does an annuity do? It spits out money every year. So I just think it's so, so important to really nail your career, because one of the things I touched on in the book was if you wanted to, if you had $10,000, for example, invested, and you wanted to grow that to $20,000, right, by $10,000, to find an investment to do that would be an investment that carries a very high risk, because it would need to generate a 100% return in 1 year, right? And there is no way on the planet that you'd want to put 100% of your $10,000 or 100% of the invested money that you've got into something that is that high risk of a chance of a 100% return. So I talk about, well, what if you did study a little bit or upskill or paid attention to your career, and what if over the next couple of years you could get a pay rise or a pay increase of $10,000? You haven't risked all your capital by hanging around in high risk areas, and that $10,000 increase or the $5,000 increase, that's an annuity that will year on year continue to grow with inflation. So the career is a huge portion of your wealth plan. It is the most important asset you've got. So why wouldn't you want to pay attention to it? Like, forget trying to find an investment that does 20% a year even. Forget that. We want market returns. Market returns could be 8 to 10% year on year. That could be spicy for some people. Flipping work on your career, you could get that $10,000 return, and this is all relative to your situation, without any capital risk.
It's such an important conversation. I feel that we're not talking about, there's a lot of things we don't talk about with young people enough.
And it's like, I just got off doing an episode with a woman. She was 32, her partner was 38. She's, good executive role, 100K income. The husband, 60K income plus super, so less than $70,000 package for a 38-year-old. They want to do all this stuff. I'm like, hey, this is not a red flag, but there's a big amber flag here. You've just said you guys want to retire maybe in 15 years. Well, old mate needs to get moving on his income side of the equation, because a 38-year-old with his type of skill set and vibe is worth more than 60K in the market, and particularly in the area that they were living in. So if you want to get money in your life, well, maybe focus on the shovel that's generating the money rather than the pot plant that you're putting the freaking dirt into, which is your investing account.
I enjoy that so much because maybe I feel I have so much more ammunition as I go and nag my children this evening after speaking to you. Like all of these things end up at the conversation.
I will say, Dawn, my comments are worth what you paid for them.
No, it's just an interesting topic that's there. I guess I'm asking that question now, I think, to most of our guests. We had Jenny Rolfe Wallace in our first episode really talking about International Women's Day themes that are coming out. So it was a women-centric episode. And I think what we talk about is, you've got your industries that are more male-orientated. And then you've got industries that have more women. But sometimes we refer to those as feminized professions, and we know they're paid less. So on one hand, it's wrong that society is valuing women less and what they do, But on the other hand, you know that that's not going to change anytime soon. So, the way I sort of look at it is the more pragmatic sense of, is society going to change that quickly where women are going to be valued equally? No, they're not. So what can we control is maybe the conversations we have with our kids. But then is that something that is important to push? I think you've given points for consideration. It doesn't mean that a parent needs to go down that road with parenting, but it's an important conversation to have.
Just on the whole career thing and kid thing, like, I honestly believe there is a high chance, and I was one of these people, and many people would resonate with this, like, you might be 25 or 30 and still not 100% sure of what you want to do. And given that more of us are in that boat, in the 20 years, I would really encourage any school leaver, if you do not 100% know that I came out of the womb knowing that I want to be standing back in this room as a OBGYN, like, if you totally know that I want to leave school and be a flipping gyno, yeah, leave school, knock yourself out. If you're up to it, go to uni, get it done. It's going to be a 7-year journey. But if you're in that late teens, early 20s, I don't think we casually walk into a 4 or 5 year commitment of a degree if we're not 100% sure. Now, there will probably be a million people that at me and go, no, everyone should do uni. It's a good education, blah, blah, blah. It's not if it's a waste of flipping time and money. So leave school, go work at JB Hi-Fi or Bunnings for 3 years, get some cash, you'll get some experience working with people. Then go, oh, you know what? I would really like to do psychology. Sweet. We'll keep out of consumer debt. Don't have a good budgeting system and plan. Set your life up so it's agile and you can move. Then go, yeah, I'm going to go to uni as a 24 or 5-year-old. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.